Hello. Hello. Okay. If you're watching this at any time, just you can scroll to where we are. If you're live, you'll just be right on time. Right. Hello. More people will be joining. Hi, good evening. Who is here? So if you're here, just put down your location and let me know what you do. Let me know where you're joining me from. And let's know what you do. So what do you do and where are you joining me from? Welcome. Good evening. What do you do? Let's know. Are you a coach, consultant, expert, service provider? Let's know who and where. Let's know who you are. And just tell me what you do and where you're joining from. Welcome. We just have a few 3 minutes to kick off right on time. I'm always here early. So welcome our early birds. Yay, so good to have you here. Please let me know what you do. Are you a coach, consultant, or expert or service provider? Just put it down. And also your location. Where are you joining me from? I would really love to know. Where are you joining me from? We'll start at exactly 8 o'clock. We'll start at exactly 8 o'clock. All right? We'll start at exactly 8 o'clock. Let me know where you're joining from. Let me know where you're joining me from. Yay, Idu, Christiana, welcome. It's good to have you here. Where are you? Where's your location? Let's hear it. We have 2 minutes and we'll kick off immediately. This one is not African time, nothing like that here. We kick off right on time. Let's know where you are joining from. Let's know where you're joining from. Let's know where you're joining from. Okay. More people joining, more people joining. So the messages are going out and more people are joining. More people will join us as we go. Welcome. If you're just joining, please drop your location. Let me know where you're joining me from. And also let me know what you do. Idu from Asaba Delta State. It's so good to have you here. Welcome. It's so good to have you here. It's so good to have you here. Welcome. So over here, I have my phone over here, and this is where I'll be seeing the presentation. While I'll be showing the presentation here, and I'll be seeing what you guys are seeing on my phone. So if you see me looking this way, it's because I'm looking at my phone, and this is where I'll also be seeing your comments. This is where I'll be seeing your comments. All right. All right. Learning Solutions, Kemi from Lagos. Welcome, Kemi. It's good to have you here. I'm so happy to have you all here. Today, we're going to have an amazing session tonight. All right? Brace up, because it's about a few seconds and we kick off at exactly 8 o'clock. Let me find my slides. All right, more people will be joining. Just a few things to get us started. All right. Many of you may be watching this on your phone, so just to help you get the best out of this session, I would like you to do this, and I'm doing the same thing on my own phone over here, okay? So you're going to tap your screen, all right? Tap your screen, and then at the top right hand, you see a settings icon. Click that settings icon and then select quality. Then when you get to quality, select higher picture quality. This will give you a better, quality of this video, especially if you're watching on your phone. All right. I'll be showing my slides. So I don't want you to squint too much. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and, oh, good, 8 o'clock. Let me go ahead and, show up my slides. Oh, good. It do says, oh, thank you so much. Happy to be here. I am a Montessori expert and teacher trainer. It's so good to have you here. Thank you. It's good to have you. I'm happy. I'm happy to see you. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead now and share my slides. So go ahead and present, share screen. Where's that button now? Share screen, share screen. Right, so if you can see my screen, please type 1. If you can see my screen, please type 1. If you can see my screen, please type 1. This is how I'll be engaging so that I know who is I know how I know where you are with me and if we're on track. All right, Um, if you can see my screen, please type 1. I'll be seeing the comments over here on my phone. If you can see my screen, please type 1. We're kicking off immediately. Just give me some feedback and I'm sure we're good. Oh, good. It just says 1. If you are just joining, please let me know your location and what you do. Are you a consultant? Are you an expert? Are you a coach, service provider? Let's know it. Good. It's so good to have you all here. Today's workshop, free workshop, is on how to restructure your coaching or consulting business to attract more high-paying clients, more premium clients, whatever you want to call it. Premium, high paying, that is what we want. People who are willing to pay us, irrespective of the economy, irrespective of the situation, irrespective of whatever it is they're going through. They're just willing to pay us because we have what they want. All right. So let's get into it. Is this you? And if you identify with any of the things I'll mention, just say, yes, that's me. All right. That's me. So I'll be seeing the comments over here on my phone. Is this you? You are phenomenal at what you do as an experienced coach, expert, consultant, or leader. And you have helped people, you've helped your clients in the past achieve amazing results. But you're at a point in your business where you want more. You want more high paying clients, you want more revenue. And you're wondering what's going on. Why is this not happening? Is this you? Put it in the comments. All right. Is this you? You show up consistently online to sell your high ticket offer, your premium offer, but you keep attracting the exact people you don't want. And this has affected the way you sell to the point that you find yourself slashing prices, offering discounts, scholarships, all those kind of things, just so that you can beckon on them. Please now, just come and pay now. Is that you? Put in the comments if that's you. All right. Is this you? The strategies you've applied in the past have tried. They've brought you to this point. But you know that they lack the capacity to take it to the next level of growth you desire for this year, for the rest of the year. You know that it's about time you got that next level direction, that next level growth. You know. But you know that whatever strategies you're applying right now cannot take you there. So you desired the next step. What is that thing I need to do to take me to the destination I want for myself? Is this you? Put in a comment. Let's know. Is this you? You need direction on what to do because you know that yesterday's strategies won't yield you the results you desire. So you seek deeper insights from someone who has been around, someone who understands what you're experiencing and knows exactly how to lead you right, especially as it pertains to your specific expertise. You need help, you need guidance, especially someone who understands and has been where you are. You need a person to just tell you, don't do this. Don't do this also. Oh yeah, do this. That's what you want. Is that you? Let's hear in the comments. So tonight, I'll share with you 3 powerful secrets, all right? These 3 secrets will completely transform your perspective to selling premium, high ticket selling, will help you attract the best clients who pay whatever price it is that you're asking for, without you having to overconvince them or respond to a gazillion objections, all right? These powerful secrets will also enable you to multiply your revenue easily and consistently without multiplying the work you currently do. We're talking about restructuring here. A lot of us here are having to, think about how, okay, we need more For us to make more money, we need to sell more offers. We need to find more people. We need to, there's a way to do this. And if you understand the system and the process, or you understand what to tweak and what to, adjust, you will do things right and you will get results without having to even multiply your work. I know what it's like here. A lot of people who are listening to me right now, you have busy schedules, busy lives. So the idea is not to add more to your plate. And the three powerful secrets I'll share with you tonight will change the game for you. Will be a game changer for your business. So we're going to get right into it. And for many of you who have not met me for the first time, I'm so happy to meet you. My name is Amber Eyang Ajakai. I help coaches, consultants, and experts to sign up more premium clients easily without the hustle or overwhelm. So what I do with my clients is I help them attract premium clients. I help them streamline their processes, and I help them multiply their revenue. All this happening without having to double your work, without having to undergo burnout or overwhelm. These are important things. I'm a woman. I know what it's like to, have your home, to be able to, take care of family, to be able to also face work, to be able to, make sure the children, everything, you just are in charge of everyone. And then you also have to foresee your business. How easy can you handle it all? So my job is to help my clients lessen their workload by making them do the exact things they need to do, simplify things they need to do that may not even sound like everything out there that everyone is jumping around doing. Simple step-by-step process to you getting maximum results. Now you may be wondering, who is she exactly? Did I just bump on the scene? Of course not. I have a story. How did I get here? I've been coaching since 2016. So that's about 8+ years now. All right. And at some point, in 2020, I sold my first premium offer. Before then, I was selling low priced offers. I was selling offers at 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira, 15,000 naira. Even when I tried to move in front small, I stopped at 35K. It was supposed to be a 50K offer, but I still gave discount, 35K. Even if 35K, they refused to still pay. They could not afford it. And then at some point in 2020, I decided to sell a premium offer. All right. And it turned out that 7 people paid. How much was the offer at the time? 180K. I had 7 people pay for that offer. Right? First time I was doing that and 7 people paid. Guess what happened? It shocked me. I said, no. Immediately I started telling myself, no, I must be a fraud. It's not possible. This is not my comfort zone. How do I do it? They paid me this much. What do I do? I had no clue. I went back to my safe zone. I said, no. But you know what? People have paid you, so you had to implement on it. But I knew that I was not fully equipped for this high ticket model. I knew I didn't have the structure. I didn't have how to accommodate this. I didn't even know how to replicate it. How can I get more results like this? How can I double these results? 7 now, okay, 14 later. How can I even make it happen? Okay, how can I sustain it? Do I have the capacity to sustain it? I did not have that. I lacked strategy. The whole process was complex. I was just trying to give them more than they needed because I was trying to prove the money that they paid. And so this overwhelmed my clients, and not just them, it overwhelmed me. But me, I was trying to prove myself, so I did not mind being overwhelmed. I said, let me prove myself, and all of that. But this overwhelm also caused the success rate for that offer to be very low. They didn't even go with me till the end. All the things I had to teach, they were dropping off one by one. They couldn't stay. But only one person followed through with that offer till the end. Only one person. Only one person followed through with that offer till the end. And it's interesting. This is very interesting for me because somewhere along the line, after we had finished the program and we had gone our separate ways, I just already felt, anyway, no problem. First time, let me just go back to my comfort zone. I went back to my comfort zone. And it turned out that a few weeks later, this client and we started chatting. She chatted me up. And I just wanted to check on how she was doing. And all. I just noticed she had stopped showing up online. And I'm like, Chichi, you're quiet. What's going on? Where are you? What's happening? And she starts to give me the update. Amber, you won't believe it that after that program, I did a webinar at that program. And from that webinar, somebody who was there reached out to me. And she said her organization needed blah, blah, blah. Next thing I came in, I did the stuff for them. And then they paid me $5,000. I mean, how much did she even say it was? First too. Then they told her to come back again. She went to go and sort herself out and be fully equipped and came back. When she was chatting with me, she told me that, Amber, I now earn $14,000. A month. I cannot believe it. And in the chat here, you can see I'm shouting, eh? You said what? She said, I feel like I don't deserve it. I punch myself, I feel like an imposter. Are you guys seeing the same signs? Where even I, when I had a little bit of success, I felt like I didn't deserve it. I felt like I was an imposter. This client of mine also feeling the same thing. You see, there are deeper things to this just selling and stuff. There's an inner battle we all go through. And of course, even though that is a bit of it, but there are some of the punchlines I'll mention as we proceed in this session, because I want to be able to shift your mindset, not just that, and show you the strategies that will help you structure your business so that you can attract the clients you want and confidently deliver. All right. And so all of this should have made me feel good now. I want to say validation. Wow, this one client, she nailed it. I'm good, but I still lack this strategy. I still felt I had lost it. And 2 years later, what happened was my husband and I moved to Dubai. We relocated to Dubai at the time. And then when that happened, remember, I was still selling low ticket offers. I went back to my comfort zone, selling lower priced offers, stopping at 35K. And when we moved to Dubai, it was now a different ball game, because I was no more living in Nigeria, where you could easily manage whatever salary you're making or little money, you're good. We know Dubai, we know how expensive the country is. Now, things had to happen. Amber is either you do something about this business, this thing you say you're doing online, coach something that you say you're coaching people. It's either you do something about it or you go and look for a job. Now, the situation in Dubai is not so friendly for a lot of people, but I'm not the kind of person who will be that, jumping up and down looking for. I have a skill, I have expertise, I have something to give. That's when I had to have a meeting with myself and tell myself, what is all this? I've paid my dues, I've been around, I've served clients, they've gotten results, I've done stuff. I had to start giving myself that pep talk, and I said, you know what, we're moving things up. I decided from that moment that I can't even look for a job right now. I have to make this work. So income had to shift by all means. I was left with no choice but to do this. And so I went back to the same fear. I'm going to go back and sell a high ticket offer. And people, no matter what's going to happen, it is either I face it or I face it. But again, fears came again, doubts in my head, imposter syndrome. The kind of questions that were coming up. Would they be able to afford? If I put a price now, will people pay? Won't they see me finish? Haven't they seen me finish already? What do they want? What kind of thing do people pay premium for? What kind of offer should I sell? Should I go to Oyibo people and sell? Maybe go online, go to Facebook groups since there are plenty there. Should I stay on this Instagram where people know me? But if I tell them to buy something for a high price, they will say, since when, they'll laugh at me. Do I have to do something to go viral? Will people owe me? Should I give them payment plan, maybe monthly payment plan, maybe they'll split it to 10% or something? Those kind of questions were going through my head. Confusion. What do I even do? And then whatever the case is, for me, that's my way of thinking. When I have those kind of confusion, I just have that side of my brain that says, take action. Think about the problem later. And I put out a 350K course. I called it Maximize. It's still existing till today. Some people here if you may be here and you've seen it on my page, Maximize. All right. I launched that offer at 350K. This was me chatting with a client of mine when I told her she too was afraid to put out her offer, and I told her, don't worry, fear is part of the system. I told her when I sold Maximize, I first sold it at 350K. My body was shaking. I needed to let her know that your body will shake, but do it nonetheless. All right. I won't tell you to not shake. Do it nonetheless. But you know what? After I put my offer at that price, things started happening. Things started shifting. I started getting people reaching out. I started getting people tell me, Amber, this is what I want now. The offer I put out, people were telling me they've been waiting for this kind of thing since. And I'm like, whoa, I have been sleeping on a rock. What have I been doing to myself? Payments started coming in, not just from that offer. More offers I was putting out, people started paying me. This is somebody saying she'll transfer 600K to me. This was for another offer. Suddenly people started reaching out beyond Maximize. They wanted me to, work with them on certain projects, certain things they were working on, certain offers they were putting out, and it increased. More things started happening. These are payments I started receiving gradually. You can see them, Stripe payments, Naira payments, but they are in 7 figures, 6 figures, call it what it is. I had never experienced anything like this before this time. It just took me taking some proactive steps and shifting some things in my business. Shifting some things in my business. Then I tested the same strategies with these clients, the clients that came into my program, Maximize. I said, you know what, let me test it. This time around, remember what happened in 2020? Let's do it again. But this time I know what I'm doing now. This time I have the validation I need, and I'm going to prove this right. And truly, this time around, I went into it in a more structured way, helping my clients restructure their own processes, just like I had done for my own self. Restructured my own business to attract people who are now paying me 6, 7 figures to work with me. I taught my clients, and they also started receiving payments in 6, 7 figures. If you follow me closely, you'll see a few testimonials I put on Instagram recently. My clients are paid in 7 figures. They are paid in 7 figures in the same economy we're talking about today. These are testimonials, people who were on my first Maximize program. I mean, it just shows you that once you know exactly what to do and you get the right guidance, you don't need to go around, in circles figuring things out. You just need to find somebody who can guide you right. And that's what I was doing for these people. And they were able to get results. This person here, in fact, I'll tell you her story in a bit because it's in the next slide. But this is somebody here who threw her offer away. She was somebody who would be looking at people and pitying them. This one cannot pay, this one cannot pay. Well, this one, they'll bring 10K, 5K. Next thing, she threw her offers away and just put together an offer for 100K, and people started paying. Next thing, she raised it to 200K. People were paying till she was booked out, and even closing the door and saying, no, we're not taking anyone for now. Imagine how you can restructure your business to the point that you start being booked out when you were not selling before. That's the power of changing certain things in your business that you need to change. All right, let's go. A few more testimonials here. See clients saying Maximize has helped me. This was the same person. She said, I threw my offers out as we speak. This person here, let me tell you her story right now. This client of mine started from zero. She was not earning zero. She's this kind of person who shows up online consistently. She's a thought leader. Everyone sees her out there doing stuff, calling her to speak at events. She's doing a lot of big things out there, but only she knew that she was not earning. And we have a lot of people like that. People who may be listening to me right now. You are so put together on the outside. I know. Don't worry, I'm not judging you. I have been there. I know these things. I have met tons of clients like this. So you're allowed to be vulnerable here because we are all in the same space. We are experts, we are leaders, we are consultants. Nobody's shaming anybody here. If for anything, I'm here to help. All right? In fact, that's why you're even here. I'm here to help you unclog it and get a solution to this. All right? So this client of mine was at zero. Zero, she did not know how she would proceed with this. And when she joined this program, my coaching offer, we worked together for a period for the duration of the program. And these results you see on the screen, she was able to achieve it in one day. These payments came in one day. I helped her restructure, repackage, put it out there to the market. She went out there to sell it. These payments came in one day. The first chat she sent me, Amber, she sent me screenshots. Somebody had paid. I was jumping all over my house. I was so happy. I was just asking, it's my money. Hey, before. That is how deep it is with my clients. Not too long after that, next thing, the second sign up comes and she sends it to me again. Amber, second payment just came in now. I'm shouting again because I cannot even type. I recorded voice notes. Next thing, third payment. I kid you not, all this happened in 1 hour. I was like, what's going on? And she said, it looks like it's raining money. It looks like more is still coming. For me, I had to just screenshot to see the power of what you can shift in a day and the changes that can happen in your life and business. It's amazing. This is another client, the one I talked about, who threw our old offers away and then increased her price. Right now, she's selling a much higher offer, much higher priced offer. From 200K at this time when I put up, when she sent me this testimonial. Now she's charging far higher and she's always fully booked. Same person I was pitying people and saying, this one cannot pay, no, this one cannot pay, no, this one, let me give you 10,000. That's what we have been forced to do. And it's so painful. And I take it personal because we work so hard to get to where we are. You invest in your education, you invest in courses, you put a lot of things in, you pay for lots of courses, you've committed yourself. This is not the one that they say you did not implement. You implemented, you did not see anything. You put your heart into it. You've been around. Instead, you now see people who are not even, who just came yesterday. You know that what they are selling is not good, or it's not even as good as your own, but they are making far more money. And you're wondering, what is it about my own? I can resonate, I can relate with this so well because I was there. I was there. So you are allowed to be very open here. I understand you clearly. All right. I want you now to imagine what your life would be like if you were to start attracting a steady flow of premium clients into your business within the next 3 to 6 months. Anything can happen before the end of the year. And the things I'm going to show you tonight will help you to find yourself in this direction, attracting a steady flow of premium clients into your business within the next 3 to 6 months. Let's give it that time frame. I want you to think about it for a moment. The secrets I'm about to share with you tonight will bring you closer to that dream, just as it did for me and my clients. And trust me, it works. It works. Don't worry, you'll be here to hear it all, and you will see that it may be things you've heard before, but the way you hear me talk about them today, you would see the shifts happen. You will see exactly what you are missing. All right. So my promise to you is, after this workshop, you will discover 3 overlooked secrets. Remember, this is what we're teaching you. 3 overlooked secrets, 3 secrets that are guaranteed to enable you to attract premium clients to your coaching or consulting business. Are you ready? I have been talking. I need to know that you are pumped as I am. Are you ready? Give me the comments. Let me know if you are ready. Drop a comment. Let me know. Ready? Ready? Yes, I'm game. I'm all here. I'm not going nowhere. I want to hear it all. Are you ready? Put it in the comments. Are you ready? Put it in the comments. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yay, we have Port Harcourt Interior Girl. Yes, I am. Grace Oladipo. I am ready. Learning Solutions Nigeria says ready. Yay! I'm so happy. It's good to see all your comments coming in. Bethel Ehi TV says ready. Port Harcourt Girl. Port Harcourt Interior Girl says ready, ready, ready. Awesome. 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 Okay, so let's step right into it. Let's step right into it. Let's dig in. Secret one. Secret one. And please cut out every distraction. Let's just get right into it. Don't worry, we're out of here in no time. Secret one, sell this, not that. Sell this, not that. Now you may be wondering, what's this? What's that? Don't worry, that's why I'm here. Let's do it. All right. So I want you to help me out here. Let's talk. Let me get some feedback from you. What was the first thing that came to mind when you thought about selling to a premium market? What was the first thought that came to your mind when you thought about selling to a premium market? I'm reading my comments over here. This is my phone here. I'll be reading your comments over here. So what's the first thing that came to mind when you thought about the idea of attracting premium clients, selling to premium clients? What kind of thoughts have been entering your head? You know, if you have been doing it already, what kind of thoughts are, entering your head? Doubts or confusion or questions? I want to hear it. What kind of thoughts? What are the first things on your mind when you think about selling or attracting premium clients? Okay, Port Harcourt Interior Girl says, can it be possible? Learning Solutions Nigeria says, influence, dollar, 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 dollar sign. Precious then says, where can I find the premium clients? Interesting. All these are valid questions. Valid questions. Any more coming? Any more questions? What kind of thoughts came to your mind when you thought about selling to premium clients? Grace Oladipo says, will my product be worth the premium amount? Interesting. Exactly. Good questions. Good questions. And these are valid thoughts. Like you can't control your thoughts. They just come sometimes and you're like, it's true. Let's say you start having conversations with your thoughts. The truth is, these same thoughts are the thoughts a lot of people have. I had the same thoughts. And that's why I'm here, and I'm going to shift some thoughts for you, shift some of the dimensions of these thoughts for you. One of the things people miss when it comes to selling premium is this. This is the first thing they miss. And I'm bringing it out as the first point to note, to restructure. This is it. The offer or promised solution. The offer or promised solution. Many highly experienced coaches experts, consultants miss this and get it wrong. They get the offer wrong. One of the reasons you might not be able to attract premium clients to that your high ticket offer right now would just be that there's something amiss with your offer and you may not even know it. And many people outside there may not tell you this. They may tell you, you mean you are not jumping on the roof? Jump up. You should be shameless about this marketing. Before you become shameless, can you fix the offer first? Because this may be the reason why they are not paying attention. Because your clients always exist. There's a client for every offer. The question is maybe the way it is positioned is wrong, or the way you're putting it out there is wrong, or the way you've articulated it is wrong. There's always something amiss in one way or the other that I've discovered when I meet with clients with their offer. All right. Now, this is what it looks like in many people's situations. The mistake they do is that they sell their program instead of the outcome. They focus more on selling their magnificent program instead of focusing on selling the outcome. This is a mistake. You don't want to be that person who is telling people, buy my Batman coaching program. It's a 6 months program, 65 videos, 23 templates that will change your life forever. I mean, some people focus on that. They just embellish the program and that is what they focus on. Buy, don't worry, but I put out all of that. People want to know what this will do for them. They don't care about your Batman program. What kind of outcome are they looking for? This is what a lot of people are missing. You are not focusing on the outcome. You're focusing more on your embellished program that has a beautiful name. I remember selling an offer once. I called it Program Launch Mastery. I struggled to sell that offer. And the real reason, when I later found out, was because of the name. The name was a confusion in the first place. Let's not even talk about the messaging and how I sold it. But the name in itself was going to confuse a lot of people. Program. I'm sure some people even thought it was a software I was selling. But let's leave that for now. Another way people get it wrong with their offer is that they sell what they learned in school instead of what the clients will use in their lives. I see this happen a lot with a lot of doctors, lawyers, people who are into, what our parents used to call professional study, professional I wanted to say professional profession. Those ones that everybody used to rush and study. Their parents used to force us to, engineering, you must do doctor, you must be a doctor, you must be a lawyer. I see it a lot happening in those industries, because they focus more on selling what they learned in school or what they learned in their practice. When somebody shows up and is telling us about section this said what? Like, what am I going to do with that information? Are you teaching me so that I'll be a lawyer? If I have a problem, fix it for me. I'm not trying to be a lawyer. I remember working with a client once. She's a very good lawyer. She was struggling with making sales, with what I mean, selling her services. When I went to her page, I saw exactly what she was doing wrong. It was her offer. She was showing up with courses, telling people to sign up for a coaching program where she would teach them, different principles that protect their business, this and teaching them, the kind of things to, just some nitty-gritties that I knew that people were not interested in. People, if you are doing a service, people are paying you to deliver that service, not to teach them the service. Because if you teach it to them, you take yourself, where is the time? Who is going to go and learn law? You learned it in 5 years. You want to teach somebody in a three months program. Like, what person is supposed to do with it? Will she get a qualification after it? Of course not. She can't practice it. So why overwhelm her with that information? She should have spent that time instead selling her service. So what most people do is they show up trying to deliver what they learned in the course that they just learned, in the school that they just graduated from. They focus on that instead of offering what the clients will use in their own lives. They focus on interpreting terminologies. What will I do with that information? Like I see a lot of doctors also do it, showing up, and I see, no offense to this, but when I see it, I know this is, unless the person is doing it for entertainment purposes, but this is not going to bring a client. If you're going to just show up and show me, this is a postulatum for soluscus, it is a clinical nerve connected to the brain. What am I supposed to do with that information? So this is what a lot of people do. They come and just teach what they learned. But you should be teaching, you instead be helping people apply it in their lives, not teaching them, because that is information. What are they going to do with that information? You should be transforming lives with your offer, not offering information. Mistake. A lot of people are offering information instead of transforming lives. I hope you get it. Yes, this is the problem. This is the problem. A lot of people miss it. Another way, selling complexity and overwhelm instead of simple, straightforward processes to achieving results. Selling complexity and overwhelm. Imagine telling people you give them 65 lessons, 26 bonuses, 24 modules, the program runs for 12 months or 24 months. You have already told them that, yeah, their life has finished, they have remained here. Which they will then now see the results. Do you understand? If for anything, I'm of the opinion that cut it down. Right now, I'm in the process of cutting down one of my main offers from 3 months to 2 months because I have realized based on data that my clients get results in 2 months. By 6 weeks, they're already getting results. So I have decided that for 3 months, they don't really need 3 months. This is 2 months, then maybe the last month can be a bit of support and all of that, but this is enough. You should instead be looking for how to underwhelm, not overwhelm. How to reduce the work. They are paying you so that you go into the sack and remove the needle, not the one you send them into the sack to go and look for a needle. They are going to take forever. They don't even know what the needle looks like. They don't know it as good as you. So you've led them to start chasing their tail. What you should be doing instead is being the expert that you are and pointing them to the exact things that they need. So that they don't have to go around in circle and discover the answer in the next 12 months or the next year. You will lose them. There's something called client apathy. They'll get tired midway, they will leave. That's what happened with that premium course I sold in 2020. They got tired and left midway and left me there. Yes, that's what happened. But Chichi stayed and she got results. So I knew that there was something wrong and I needed to understand that, okay, don't overwhelm people. Simple always works. Less is even more. Or rather, how did they say it? So don't be this person. Don't be this person who is so embellished. You look so good. You take photo shoots. You're a good personal brand, well known out there. You show up good. You speak finesse, but everything is confusion. Your clients are confused. When they leave there, okay, so what did you learn there? They have no clue what they paid, what they learned. Meanwhile, they paid and they cannot even talk because their friend will abuse them. Oh, Chebi, you went to go and pay this kind of coaches. That's what's going on right now. The coaching industry has been, people see it like it's, that's because we have a lot of people out there who do not understand these things I'm talking about here. So they go out there, peddle things up, show up with a lot of abracadabra. Next thing, people are not able to get results. And next thing, the whole industry has, people are kind of, detesting the industry. It shouldn't be so. Let's be different coaches here. Let's be different experts here who actually go out there and do what we ought to do in the right way and help people get transformed. Help impact people's lives. The kind of one that when they pay you premium, they'll still come and tell you thank you. They will buy you lunch on top of paying you millions. Yes. I have clients till date. They are my friends. They keep coming back. They've paid me millions before they'll pay again. Because for some reason, they went around in circle. When they landed on Amber's door, Amber helped transform their lives. Amber helped them see what they had been missing. That is the power of knowing exactly what to shift. So do this. There's no ambiguity here. I'm going to lay out for you the clear steps to follow. Number one, solve a premium problem, not a cheap problem. So if right now you're selling a cheap problem, maybe in this case, you're somebody right now who is trying to sell a service, and for some reason you're attracting people who cannot even afford you. Let me use a good example. Let me say you're selling logo design. And now you're attracting a lot of people who are on Canva designing it themselves and just want to ask you which color should I choose? And they want you tell them, come pay me so that I'll pay you the color to choose. They say, no, don't worry. They'll go by themselves and do ChatGPT and get it. So at the end of the day, they can do it themselves. So why should they come and pay you premium for logo? Instead, what you can do is turn that solution you do into a more premium solution. Yes, you do logo design, but you can amplify it. You can embed it in part of a package. This is some deep insights I'm sharing with somebody here. You can embed it in part of a package and give it an holistic branding package that includes logo design. Turn it to a premium solution. Solve premium problems. If right now your solution is a cheap one, you are solving a cheap solution, you're attracting people who cannot pay, you are chasing after students, they will not pay you, or you're chasing after unemployed people, or you're chasing after broke moms, they will not pay you. Oh, I'm sorry, because they were broke in the first place. So what are you expecting from them? You want them to steal? This is a problem. I'm giving some deep insights here. All right. Your solution stroke offer should have a clear outcome for a specific client and a clear process to how it will be achieved. Did you hear that? You should have a clear outcome for a specific client and a clear process to how it will be achieved. No ambiguity here, no secrets. If you go out there to sell your offer, let it have a clear outcome. This is what I will do for you. This is what you will achieve after working with me in 2 months. This is what we will have at the end of the day. This is the transformation you will get. So by outcome, I mean transformation. What is the expected transformation? The client is here. They are at a place of their problem. They are not happy. Something is wrong. And they are able to come to you, and you take them through a series of steps, which is what I wrote here, a clear process. A clear process to here. What is here now? Transformation, the opposite of here. Here they were sad, they were unhappy, they did not have a job. You've taken them, because you're a career coach, taking them through this process. Of course, when I say they don't have a job, I don't mean somebody that is broke and has not started work. I mean let's use a premium problem. Let's premium problems. Let's assume this person is here and she wants to advance to managerial position, but she has not been promoted for the last 10 years. Yet her colleagues have been promoted. You are a career coach who knows that she's doing a lot of things wrong. What you should do is to promise her what you will do for her at the end of working with you, which is the desired outcome. She needs managerial position. Your promise is that at the end of so and so, there's a clear outcome. You will help her elevate her position. And you will tell her the series of steps you will take her through to achieve that. Be very clear. Premium clients pay for clarity. No confused person is going to pay you premium. Yes. No confused person is going to pay you premium. Maybe they'll pay for cheap offers. But when it comes to premium, clarity is key. There's no mystery involved. You don't form, no, when you pay me, I will explain to you what we'll do inside. No. Your premium clients are highly empowered. Nobody's going to pay you 500K, 1 million to tell them that when they come inside, they'll get clarity. They'll understand what you will do with them. No, they want to know. So you're going to be very visible or very transparent with your process. Yes. Don't hide your process. Don't hide your framework on how they can get results. Because another reason for that also is because they've been elsewhere. They've gone to other coaches. Most times they've paid people before, and the people did not give them results. So they want to know that what you want to do for them is different from what they've done before, so that they don't repeat the same mistakes. That is why you, knowing this already, you come out clear and transparent with your process. All right? Thank you for listening to that point. Now let me give you let me illustrate this on your screen. This is what a lot of people are doing wrongly, and you may be guilty. If you are guilty, just raise your hands in the comments. All right, don't worry. It's not a judgment zone. Don't worry, we are good. This is this person here trying to sell a solution. Remember, we said sell premium solutions. This person here is selling plaster, or what people call it band-aid. You're selling plaster or band-aid, and you're telling the client, come now, I can help you. Please now, you're even kneeling down to beg the client, trying to convince the client, please now, just come, I will help you. The client you are trying to talk to is never listening to you. On their mind, they know that band-aid, abi plaster, is not what will solve their problem right now. They need a full-fledged solution. They need a premium solution. This person needs a surgery. He knows that what he needs right now is a holistic solution, a full surgery. But no, you are giving the person a band-aid solution. You're giving the person a plaster. This cannot help him solve his problem. He's going to leave. No matter how you try to convince him, he'll give you a million objections. He will tell you his dog stole his app, stole his ATM card. He cannot pay. He will tell you he has to speak with his mother-in-law first before he pays. He will tell you, or she will tell you, there'll be a lot of excuses. People will give you objections. Those objections happen not because those things they are saying are real, because they are indecisive and they know that this thing you're about to give them, they are not clear, they are not sure. That's because there's some uncertainties going on there. That's why people give objections. But the moment you're able to shift some things in a way that people don't have objections, they come to you convinced. They come to you sold. They come to you, they're already sold. They're just asking you, how can I pay? That is how I help my clients. That's what I do in my own business. I don't chase people, they come. They come, they come convinced. They come already sold. That is the power of restructuring what you do right now. You'll be able to attract, not chase them. All right. So where is this person running to? He's running to the competition who knows what she's doing, who will be able to follow these 3 secrets I'll share it with you tonight. That's where this person is running to, because the person is running to can help him solve this problem, and he'll be willing to pay premium. This money for this plaster, maybe it's like 100 naira, but he does not want to pay it. That's what happens when you try to sell something low and people still don't buy. But it's cheap. I thought they would buy. Exactly. They're supposed to buy because it's cheap, right? But no, they leave you and go buy a 200K offer from somebody else. Why? But your own was just 100 naira. Your own was just 5,000 naira offer. Your own was just 15K offer. But this person left and went to go and pay a 500K offer. Why? These are the issues I'm talking about. The clients will pay you irrespective of your fee, as long as you are able to give them the solution they want, transformation they need. Let me tell you about clients, or I'll be sharing some case studies so that you see these things in action. These things I'm telling you, it's not just theory. They are real cases of people I've worked with and the things that I shifted in their business and the results they got. This person here, Omua, she's we call her client O. She's a brand designer and funnels expert. Now, when this person reached out to me, she was struggling to find clients. This was her message to me in the DM. She said, "Hello, Miss Amber. Thank you for the amazing webinar 2 days ago. It was insightful. She attended just like you. All right. And I kept thinking about contacting you. I follow you on your personal page, blah, 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 blah. I'm Omua. I'm a brand identity designer. And I also design websites, landing pages, and automated funnels. I know I do quite well with my work. Listen, but I'm struggling so much to find clients." Many of you can resonate with this. Aside from my sister, I've not had a single client despite reaching out to hundreds of prospects. When I listened to your live webinar, I knew immediately that I was doing something wrong. Yes. If for anything, if today gives you a diagnosis that you are certainly doing something wrong, that is my mission here. She had not had a single client despite reaching out to hundreds of prospects. Remember, I'm even talking about attraction. What I teach people is attraction. She here was even chasing people in the DM, going into their DM to do cold marketing. Yet, they were not paying. Yet, they were not coming up. The only person who patronized her was her sister. Like, I cut cap for people who do cold marketing the hard way. Like, go and meet a stranger they've never heard before, that doesn't know them. That is bold. They do it so well, and I really cut cap for them. So you can imagine how I pitied her for doing this so rigorously, reaching out to hundreds of clients and still not getting a single client. I looked at her work, amazing work. She's so good at what she does. And that is what I said is my anger. A lot of people so good at what they do, but unable to find the people to pay them. We got on a one-on-one strategy together. She signed up for my strategy session, my one-off strategy session. And this was me dissecting a lot of what was going on. All the things, whenever I do this with my clients, I do a complete audit, shifting, shaping, changing, questioning, restructuring, all of that. We did a lot of sheets. Over here is the Google Sheets we worked with. I laid out clear step-by-step plan for her to follow. I laid it out step by step. Of course, I had to blow it out because this is private content. All right. Now, after working with her, few weeks later, she messaged me. See her message. "Hello, Miss Amber, I have great news. I got my first client 2 weeks ago. She paid full deposit last week, and I'm currently working on her project. Aside that, I've been having prospective clients reach out to me." Did you see the opposite? Reach out. Before she was chasing, now they are reaching out. Something that didn't happen before. Just yesterday, a client that found me by referral paid full deposit, which means in the space of 1 month, I signed 2 clients. And I want to say thank you. I can't describe the clarity you gave me. My audience is much clearer. My messaging is super clear. Don't stop doing what you do. For me, this is amazing. The complete transformation has just happened for this client. Before, she was chasing. Now she's attracting. Before, she only attracted her sister. She only got her sister as a client. Now, in less than just how many weeks of working with her, She's attracting two clients in the space of 1 month, paying full deposits and all. That is the power of restructuring certain dimensions, certain things in your business that will bring a turnaround to the way to your revenue. Yes, revenue, the whole process. All right. This is another client of mine. This time around is a doctor, a certified doctor of natural medicine. This client helps people with diabetes. So her own solution is that if you have type 2 diabetes, you would leave her program free of that. She has an 8-week program where she will help you recover fully from type 2 diabetes. She signed up to work with me. This one didn't do strategy session. She came in for 3 months coaching. Well, she did strategy session and then upscaled to working hand in hand with me for a period of 3 months. All right. And it was tough. At the time she was selling this offer, she was selling an offer for 250K and it was tough selling it. Even if it's to cure people of diabetes, though, they were still not paying. 250K. What did we do? When she started working with me, I looked at a lot of things. We said, the first thing I asked her was, is this money enough? This 250K, is it even enough for you? Are you profitable? She said, the profit is not even much. It's not even anything serious. So even with 250K, I'm squeezing things out. And by that time, the economy has started messing up. So I told her, tell me what's profitable. When she told me the figure, I said, very good. We approximated it 3 times. Oh yeah, we approximated it, and at the end of the day, we landed at a 3 times offer. 250K times 3. The offer is now 750K. By the time I guided her on the exact things to do, she went out to sell this offer. 750K. See what happened in less than 3 weeks. She drops these screenshots in our WhatsApp group community for the program, and she says, woke up to my first payment, Amber. Do you remember the person I told you wanted to join last year for 250K, but said it was too high, and he came back now saying he's ready? When I told him the price increased, he's the one that paid in full. Did you see what just happened there? People she was trying to sell this offer at 250K. They did not pay. They said it was too high. Now they come back. She tells them the price is now 750K, not 500 though, 750. They pay without asking questions. I'm sure by now you know that something shifted. Something she didn't need to go and pull their ear and do. She did her part. The strategies I'm sharing with you tonight, she did her part, deeply did her part, worked hand in hand with me, we made it work. And in less than 3 weeks, she got this client to pay. Not just that, this was 5th of January this year. By 8th of January, another payment came in 3 days later. This person was still in 3 weeks into my program. Program that was 3 months, she was still in just week 3. She was already getting results. Good morning, woke up to another payment. Me, I already know that this will keep flowing. So I'm already in that mood. This was 8. 2 days later, she comes again. 3rd payment, Amber, and me, I'm just dancing. What's my own? Next day she comes again. 4th payment. That was big. I went to go and post it on my Instagram page. I went to go and share it with my audience on Instagram because I was completely happy for her. I know what this can feel like. I was there, so I can totally relate. I could feel her happiness. All right, this is the power of shifting things. This is the power of making powerful shifts. All right, so before we know it, these are 4 clients in the space of how long? That's the power we're talking about here. Now, let me tell you how I help my clients achieve this. Like I said, this is no mystery. I'm going to tell you everything. Number 1, we identify the right clients they should serve. Number 2, we upgrade their offer to be fit for that client. First, the client. 2, the offer has to match the client. 3, we come up with a clear outcome to promise. Outcome, clear transformation, clear results, clear expectation. It has to be clear. 4, we map out how they will help them. How? I said there's no mystery, there's no secret. You have to tell the person the process. We eliminate all vagueness or complexities. We eliminate it completely. All kind of vagueness, confusion, overwhelm, we eliminate it. They show up and their clients say yes. Their clients come. They show up for their clients. They show up to sell this offer. And their clients come ready to pay, come sold. Come without objections, come ready to pay. Whatever they put on as the price, the client pays it. This is what I also do in my own business. And I'm able to replicate it in my clients' businesses. You all know the secret. I've told you here my story. You know how this all came about. You know what pushed me to this direction. And you are seeing facts here of things of how I've helped clients achieve it. Let's move to the next. Oh, are we there? If you follow these two, you will attract premium clients. That's what I want to just say in this slide. If you follow it too, you will attract premium clients. You will. The next secret, do this, not that. Do this, not that. Do this, not that. At some point, I would look at the comments coming in. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. But let's move so that I'll read them at some point and I'll track back. But let's move. It's raining over here for me. I hope the network doesn't go bad. All right, so do this, not that. Precious says, I need a one-on-one with you. Please come in. Let's do it. Do this, not that. All right? One mistake that may be ruining your chances of attracting premium clients to your coaching or consulting or service business is you are easily forgettable. Remember, I said I'm not judging you. I'm just helping you identify the problem. You are easily forgettable. A lot of us here listening to me right now, we are easily forgettable. By whom? By the kind of people we should be attracting. We are not able to put a stamp on their minds because of how we show up. So you want to wonder how? What are you talking about, Amber? What do you mean? Let me tell you how. We sound like everyone else. I'm sure some of you have seen that where you just be scrolling your phone. Someone will just say one first line, you just scroll. I've seen the person did not even start the video, just say one small thing, you scroll. Because the person just sounds like what you have heard before. They don't come again. You just move. You sound like everyone else. That's what most people do. They just sound like a broken record. People have heard this before. So there's nothing new you're saying. Another way, you sell to everybody. And you know what it is? When you're selling to everybody, you're selling to no one. I was there, selling to everybody. And that's why I struggled. The next one, you follow the bandwagon. You follow the bandwagon. When they are doing it, you follow. And you don't stop to question whether it fits your industry, whether this is the kind of thing that appeal to your ideal clients. You follow the bandwagon. That is wrong. Not everything would apply to your business. Next, you are sharing basic value, surface level information, things that are not transformational, things that they can easily get on ChatGPT or on YouTube or on Google. Next, you are posting random content, things that do not really mean anything to the clients you're trying to attract. Next, you're not being known for one thing, you are known for everything. Because of that, nobody sees you as the expert. Nobody sees you as somebody with authority. And because of that, they don't think they should give you their money because they don't trust you. That's what is happening right now for a lot of people. You're not saying anything different. The people that you're talking to, they don't want general. They have been burnt before. They've been through a lot of other coaches before you, a lot of other service providers before you. They were burnt. They don't want to be burnt again. So they are more cautious with who they invest their time with. They won't pay premium for viral fluff. They feel you won't get them. You don't get them, you probably would never get them. You don't understand. That's how they feel. So they go. They don't believe you are the expert for them. These are the issues. Listen, if you flip all these things I mentioned around, flip them completely by creating real authority in your industry, you will have premium clients self-convincing themselves that working with you is in their best interest. If you flip this, you will have premium clients self-convincing themselves that working with you is in their best interest. They'll come to you convinced because they've already convinced themselves in their mind, in their house. So they're coming to you ready to pay because you don't have any work to do now. You don't need to convince them because they're already convinced. Your authority convinced them. The way you showed up convinced them. The opposite of all those things I listed. You didn't give them surface level information. All those things convinced them that you were the coach for them. You were the expert for them. Next thing they're coming to you paid. Let me use an example here of one of my clients. We'll call her client N. This client is a foreign education consultant. She helps people, move to Canada for study. All right. And I worked with this client for private coaching. Yeah, it was private coaching, long-term private coaching, a period of 3 months. And before she signed up to work with me, she was unable to attract premium clients. For her, it's different if your market is Nigerians because you want to help them go abroad. It's not like she's helping people abroad who want to come to Nigeria. She's helping people in Nigeria and other neighboring countries who want to relocate abroad through study. Through study, yes. And the problem was that she was not attracting the people who were willing to pay. Even if they could pay, they were paying for IELTS, and they did not even, after paying for it itself, even she was selling IELTS classes for 5,000. All that, both of us know, all of us here know, that 5,000 for somebody living abroad is a joke. How much is that? Maybe like 1 penny, because naira now, I can't even understand. So certainly she was not profitable at all. She was practically just doing charity, because what do we want to call that? And then they'll do IELTS. At some point, she said she wants to increase the IELTS of her. I told her, let's cool down first. Cool down. Cool down. That's why you're here. Let's do this together. Cool down. I helped her see why she may not just have to be selling those kind of things. Let us think about shifting things, restructuring it all. She was struggling and she was, even at that, she was still attracting freebie seekers. People who, even if they could pay for the IELTS at 5K, 10K, this one, that one, they did not even have transport to go to the abroad. They did not even have school fees. They could not afford so she was not attracting people who couldn't even afford to go to school. That's who she was not attracting. Of course, and it's not their fault. These are people Nigeria has not been fair on. And they have dreams. They want to study abroad. And you are here to help them. They'll be willing to. But the thing is, now they can't pay you. And you want to be profitable, or else you might as well just turn this to a charity. So you see the mismatch here. She just, maybe those kind of people, what they need is scholarship, but that's not what she does. She doesn't help with scholarships. She helps with finding you the best school. You pay your school fees, you come. You come to Canada, you come to the US, you come to the UK, they could not afford her. So she was not being compensated for her offers, for her efforts. Now, one look into her positioning and business process, I could tell why this was happening. I've been around, so just one glimpse I can tell. So what did we do? We positioned her right, and this happened. Positioned her, and this happened. Now, this was my chat with her, and she set out to start attracting. By the time we did a lot of restructuring and repositioning for her business, she set out to attract a new breed of clients. This was our chat where she was like, I know my followers will know by now that the music has changed. And me, I was like, they can dance to the music or they off it. It's their choice now, and we just laughed about it because it's the truth. Now, whatever you be saying now will not resonate with the people you are talking to now because you have up-leveled. You've restructured this. Now, if they came for IELTS, they won't meet IELTS here again. This is not the place for that. We restructured everything. Now, in no time, and the reason, the reason why she said the music has changed, because what I do with my clients is that when I work with them, especially the ones who come long-term, I'm able to manage their expectations to know that this deep restructuring we have done will take some time. So allow it marinate. This is not a quick get-rich-quick scheme. I don't do that. I'm not the one who tell you that tomorrow like this, 6 a.m., you see money in your account. I beg you. There's work to be done. But once you figure it out, you will see how simple it is. All right? Now, next thing, she started seeing results way sooner than she had expected. Usually, when I tell them, I manage the expectation that this process will need to marinate, okay? And marinate. So allow it because your old audience has been around. They've gotten used to you. So when you start showing up with the things I've told you to do now, it will take a while for new people to come in and listen, and then you start getting clients. So they always understand that because I manage expectations, all right? But guess what? She's already seeing results even before the time of management of expectations. And she's like, good, they could. 2 of my prospects just made the first installment payment, each of $1,000. I wasn't hoping for fast sales because my business structure has changed. I knew my audience needed time for it to sink in, so I braced up for it. Like how I manage the invitation. So they are told to brace up. Don't worry, it will take some time. But she was ready to wait for the time, but the results are happening. And she was like, but it has already started happening. God is wonderful. Thank you so much, Amber. Yeah, that's me. Thank you too. All right. So sometime back, I messaged her. All right. And if you know this Canada news, there's always change of policies here and there. So I always try to check in with my clients and see how they're doing. And I messaged her, and here's what happened. At the time, there were some policy changes that happened in her industry that affected her other colleagues, right? Other people who were helping people move to Canada were affected. They didn't even see work again because the policy had just changed, scattered everything for their business, you know. But because of how we had established our authority in the industry and helped her stand out with the restructuring we had done, she was now doing things differently that she was not shaken by any policy. In fact, the policy favored her. That is what happens when you set up a structure. You restructure the business in a way that it is not phased out by wind or storm. Those things that happen, policy changes, blah, 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 they are storms, they are wind. They come, if you are not solid, if you don't have the right foundation, you don't have the right structure, you will fall with them. That's why a lot of people are always scared. Hey, if something happens, now what will happen? No, if you know you're going to be scared, why don't you set up a proper system that can withstand any form of changes? That's what I believe in. I believe in fundamentals. So that's why you will never catch me jumping on trendy things or viral stuff. And that's not my thing because those things phase out. Once upon a time, I was telling my sister, okay, what was I was talking to my husband, yes, yesterday. And I was like, see words like steez. They are no more rainy. Very soon, this demure, Abi, demure, Kiniko, what do they call it? Yeah, I just came from wedding and I heard everybody talking demure, whether demure, Abi, demure, Kiniko. I said, me, what is all this one? Anyways, but the things with trends is that they always just come and go, come and go. If you know you're going to run your business with things that come, and then you're going to just find yourself always chasing the wind. How about instead setting up a structure that is not afraid of storms or chaos or policy changes or anything like that? Structure it right. Follow the right principles that actually work. Principles that work today, work 20 years time. 20 years from now, these principles will still work. If you go to my page and you see my content, come back to that page in 5 years, 10 years. That content will still be relevant because I focus on fundamental principles that will forever work. They worked 20 years ago, they will work tomorrow. That is what I believe in. That is why my clients can take anything I teach them and apply it to another offer and they will get results. I'll tell you the story of Dr. Shea as we go. All right. So I said the policy even favored her. And this was our chat where she was telling me that, Amber, thank you. Niching down is the best decision I ever took. How would I have positioned myself as an authority in this time? I would have just been seen as a blogger. All this, blogging of relocation and things. I would have just been giving people information. And I was just laughing about it and all of that. I posted it on my page. I posted the testimonial on my page and just gisted my audience about it. Now, this is how important creating authority is. Rising above the noise and creating real authority will allow you to take random people from browsing around on social media to investing in your high-ticket offers, your premium offers or programs. Random people, even if they've never heard of you before. But you know how somebody will just be scrolling the previous post they've been seeing, they just swipe. Next thing, you just say your first line, they stop. Next thing, First, they are in denial. They go to your page, your profile. They start scrolling. They start going. I see it a lot on my page. I will just notice one person liked one thing. I had one client do that. I pinned her testimonial because we worked together eventually. She just came on my page. I noticed because I just noticed a like. Next thing I saw, in the next seven minutes or so, she had liked another video. Next thing, in the next 2 minutes again, she had liked something else. I just knew that this one is following this process right now. From browsing around social media, she came and found something she liked on my page. Next thing I knew, she was in my DM. How much is it to work with you? Guess what? She was already coming convinced. She already was convinced by the authority I put out there, by the information I put out there. Those things shifted her perspective, made her see that I must work with this lady. And she came in, she worked with me, we did strategy session together. After that, she upgraded to VIP, 5 hours VIP session with me. Her story, I pinned it on my Instagram page. That's what we're talking about, random people. I've had people tell me, Amber, I slept on your page. The other, was it 2 days ago, I had a session with a client. And she told me how she went to the bottom of my page. She wanted to know my process. She wanted to know. She's not the first person. I had somebody tell me they went all the way to 2016 when I first started, my first ever post. And I'm like, really? You know, this is it. These people we are trying to help. They've been elsewhere. They know what fraud looks like. They know what fake coach looks like. So they're going to look at you and make their own decisions based on what they see, based on what you give them. These people are going around. They start digging. Next thing they watch one video, they're convinced. They keep going. They keep going. I've had somebody tell me, Amber, I slept on your page for 4 hours. I was there watching video after video. I had people tell me, Amber, just this alone has shifted everything for me. Oh yeah, when are we starting? How much do I need to pay? They come in ready to pay. That's what we mean about attracting people with real authority. They've never heard of you before, but they paid you premium on day one. You didn't need to convince them, you didn't need to chase them. Even the ones who overlooked you, who knew you since, will begin to see you differently. This is another story, clients. We call her client S. She's the one I talked about, Dr. Shei. She's a medical doctor. And her story is interesting because when she reached out, she told me the same thing. The same thing I said annoys me. Like, I feel the pain of people who are experts and then made to settle for meager amounts, selling for 5K offers, when this is the time when you should be reaping the sweat, the toil, the school you went to, the things you've done for people. You should be reaping the benefits. But, you know, next thing, you're not well compensated for all of the things that you do. Why? So she reached out and she was like, Amber, this thing, I don't know what is going on. I have invested. I don't have a problem investing in coaching. Why don't people invest in my offer? These were the things, the words she used. Why is it hard for people to invest in my own offer? And I'm giving a solution. This is something that will help them. This is something they need. So she helps with a lot of fertility things and stuff. It's something they need. It's something they're paying other people for. They're going to the hospital and paying more than this. What's going on? By that time, her offer, she was doing first consultation, 10,000. When she came, I said, okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to shift consultation fee to 100K, but we're going to upgrade the offer. So if before you're just doing tiny things with consultation, don't worry, we'll do more. So we sat down together and pieced it all together so that I was able to help her clean it all up and make it look, valuable, to have value to sell to her clients. Now, when she took that 100K offer out there, guess what happened? It was so funny because I came and put it out on my page. I've told the story to my audience. I said, my client had a problem selling 100K offers. Yes, she took the 100K offer. It was a problem. This was the problem. Those who were paying for it felt entitled to more. So they'll pay the 100K and expect that she will do the whole work for them. Maybe inside the 100K, there's surgery money inside. So they will be chancing her. They now say chancing her staff, disrespecting boundaries, calling her at different times of the night. When she came and told me the problem, I say, what? Okay, we had to come back to the drawing board. That won't work. Guess what we did? We worked, shifted a few things around, restructured it again, and we increased the fee to 2M. Yes. Somebody else would think, are you not supposed to reduce it? No. We increased it to 2M. That's how much times. Problem solved. Now, by the time I posted this, this was when we had just changed the price to 2M. And that would have seemed audacious. Amber, you have mind, though. You went to go and put this out there when you don't know whether she will get results. Come on now. I know if you follow the things I tell you to do. Now I have more confidence. I'm not that coach of 2020 where I was afraid and I did not know what I was doing. I know what I'm doing now. I've done it for myself. I've done it for clients. If you follow it judiciously, you will get results. Yes, you will get results. And even if you don't get results, I'm there with you, working hand in hand with you. And I'm talking about those who work with me long term. I will hold your hand all through and we'll make sure we get results. Problem solved. These were her results. We positioned her right, and in no time, this client attracted a 2.8M client. Remember, we said 2M. We increased her fee to 2M. She instead sold it to 2.8, almost 3M offer. This was the chat. She came into the group. She said, good afternoon, House and Amber. We just sold one of our premium plans. I said, you say what? Come and give us the full gist. What kind of suspense is that? Full story, and she goes on to say, as we all know, my foundational structured program with Amber she mentioned the name of the program, which I believed would convert soon. I used the same strategy, the same method she taught us to create other premium packages. I created a package tagged at 2.8M. Amber isn't even aware that The one, I created a package, another package higher than the one we have been working on. And today, a client paid for it. This package is tagged 2.8M. Amber isn't even aware, and Amber isn't even aware I created a package with such amount. I was not aware. This lady shocked me. We're planning on a 2M package. She took the exact thing. And I like it when my clients take initiatives like that. Yes, we're working on one. She said, should be strategy. This said, Amber said it will work back. Oh yeah, she just took it like that. And she was able to achieve this result. Like when she gave this testimonial, do you know that in a week's time, she reached out to me personally, not in the group this time around. She told me, Amber, that one is even small. Do you know I just signed a 3.5M client? Yes. Oh my God. Like you can't even imagine the joy for a coach who believed in somebody and then the person also believed in the process and got results. That is my biggest joy. That you don't leave me halfway in my belief. Let's be that we bring together, you bring 50, I bring 50, we give it 100. That is the power of success. That's the power of, that's the thing that gives me joy. That you implement, you get results. Because I need your results. I need you to win. Let us all win. What's the point? Up there is lonely. Let us all be up there. Yes. Now, back to you. Do this. Rework your messaging to stand out in a sea of sameness. If everybody in your industry is doing the same thing, you don't have to, especially if that same thing, your brain is like, you're questioning. There's a reason why you have that intuition in you. You know that with this law that I'm doing, I should go and dance in the market. Lawyer dancing in the market, lawyer dancing in the market. My clients are not even in the market, but they say we should dance. Well, let's go and dance. No, don't do that. Are your clients in the market? The kind of clients that you want to attract as a lawyer, how are they going to take you seriously if they see you doing that? There are certain things you shouldn't be following the crowd, the bandwagon to do. It may fit somebody who is selling some certain kind of products. That may be the style that attracts a market. Does not mean you have to. Also with your messaging. If certain markets speak in a certain direction, it does not mean you have to. So not every strategy may apply to you. The mistake you will make is carry a strategy that will just, a blanket strategy, wham, and then you go and take it like it's just as it is and apply. It may not work for you because your industry is different. Your clientele is different. Also, don't just give basic information like everyone else in your industry is doing. Give depth. In fact, right now, the standard is even higher. The bar has been set higher. Guess why? We have AI to contend with right now. And AI has depth, which is why you have to go deeper. Yes, this depth we're talking about, AI has depth now. ChatGPT has depth, which is why you have to go deeper. You have to dig deeper into shifting perspectives, into sharing your stories, into experiences, into things that actually shape people's decisions. This is what you should be doing, sharing depth of value, not surface level information. Thirdly, aim to become the 1% of the 1%. Not chasing after, oh, okay, today I'm 60%. Okay, I'm aiming for 61%. What kind of hustle is that? Let it be that you carved your own lane and you are the 1% of the 1%. There's no 2% here. You are the one and only percent. The good example I use all the time to explain this is, in the music industry where we have a whiskey Davido. Burna Boy has now shook his head, so there are now three of them fighting for. Okay, this one is one whiskey FC, Davido FC, Burna Boy FC. Everybody's arguing which one is number one, who is number two, who is number three. No, the other one is number two. But when we have those three here, and people are arguing, we now have another lane of people here who are not even in this order. We have a Two-Face, we have a Sunny Ade. That these ones are not even, there's no up and down, who is higher, who is lower. They are in their own lanes, and they are the 1% of the 1%. Sunny Ade is the 1% of his own 1%. Two-Face is 1% of. Have you noticed that people don't even add them to that queue? When people are saying who is number one, and you just make mistake and mention Two-Face in this side with Burna Boy and all these people, they say, hey, don't allow me fight you. Why will you call Two-Face here? That's the power of authority. The way you can position yourself in a way that even the people know that, no, this one is in her own lane. No, this one, no, don't worry, she's not in that queue. That's what you should aim for. When people don't put you in hierarchies, they leave you on your lane. Aim for that. That way you won't need to fight for first position, second position, or third position. You are in your lane and you are capping your lane. That is what you should be doing, aiming for. All right? I saw Grace Oladipo says, I am the 1% of the 1%. Exactly, I love it. All right. 3, build this, not that. Build this, not that. It doesn't matter how good your offer is or your authority. If you keep doing what is comfortable, you will have a tough time selling your premium offer. And that's the truth. The market is going to always shift. A lot of things are going to, shake you up. So you have to shake up. You can't keep being comfortable with this. You have to get to the point where you are uncomfortable with your comfort. Because if you keep doing the same thing, and you can't be doing the same thing and expect a different result. It doesn't work that way now. Many of us here listening to me right now, there are some things you did, those things you did last year, they did not work, you're still doing them this year. Maybe expecting some kind of miracle to happen. Have you wondered if there may be something you need to tweak in it? Maybe there's something wrong, because this thing should work now. Why is it not working? Is there something wrong? The worst thing you can do to yourself is keep hitting your head upon the rock. Who is going to give way? Is your head, because that rock is going to remain solid, firm forever. It's not going down. It's your head instead that will start aching you. So why not just take a step back and ask, what do I need to shift? You can't stay comfortable with being with not earning enough. You can't stay. How long are you going to wait for this? You've been an expert for 18 years, 20 years, 25 years. Let's come down small. 7 years, 5 years. By now, you've paid your dues. You should be reaping your benefits. But no, you are settling for less. Why? This is where you shake up and stand up and say, hey, I can't take this anymore. Do what I did when we went to Dubai. When I said I cannot take this anymore. And you know who said it, that the dream, the solution, the answers you're looking for are the other side of fear. I want to add there, fear and strategy. The other side. Or rather, the other side of fear, which is the things you're looking for results, strategy. They are all on the other side of fear. Not just you being unafraid and stepping out, but you need to have the right strategy to step out and do things right so that things will shift in your business. Most experienced coaches, what they do, or experts, what they do is that they spray and hope clients will come. So you just do anything and hope. We're waiting for clients. No client showed today, we wait tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. That's why I added strategy. Majority of people repeat the same old strategies that didn't work before, expecting it to work this time around, forgetting that they didn't work. What is wrong? You can't sit down and be waiting. Fix it. You keep waiting there, yet other people who are not even as good as you are balling. Their clients are chasing them, collecting, giving them their money. That's not what it should be. That's not what it should be. So to change this, you have to intentionally build a system and repeatable, a simple and repeatable system that will get you in front of new people every day, because your clients exist out there. Your clients exist out there. You just haven't met them. Like I had a session with a client recently, and when I finished dissecting what was wrong with her offer, guess what she told me? She said, I'm surprised you didn't mention price, because her offer was going for 350K. And she was surprised that I didn't mention that maybe the price is too high. Guess what I answered her? No price is too high. In fact, this price should even be more expensive than this, because the value you're giving here it cannot be measured. It's priceless. So no matter what anybody is paying you, it's still less than what you actually deserve. That's the truth. That's the truth. So you need to find a way to get in front of the right people. If people are not buying right now, it means you are in front of the wrong people. It is not that, hey, okay, reduce the price of clinical. It's because you are in front of the wrong people. So you need to go out there and find your clients. They exist, and they're looking for you right now. If they don't see you, guess who they're going to see? They're going to see the competition who does not even know what she's doing, but is happy to collect their money and deceive them. So you have a duty and obligation to that client to show up before that competition does and save her from wasting her money. That's why you have to sell. That's why you have to show up. Increase your chances of being seen by the premium clients so that you save her from making another mistake. Because if she makes that next mistake, who knows what will happen to her? Simple, repeatable systems are what has helped me attract new people to my business who invest in my premium offers. Some of you here are just meeting me for the first time and you're already sold. You're already sold. For some reason, there's something I've said here that's already shifted something in your mind. That is the power of what we're talking about here. A system brought you here. A simple process I follow brought you all here. A simple, repeatable system is what helped my client, this client O, let's call her that, to sign in high-level clients. Now, this client has an interesting story because, when she reached out to work with me, she worked with me on Maximize, my group coaching program, all right? At that time, she just came on board and she had just given some tech guys to develop a website for her, do the funnels and all of that. So she came and was like, okay, so Amber, I've paid some tech guys. So this coaching, I just want you to tell me first. Let me go and tell them what to do with the website, the funnels and all of that. So she came already with information she had heard before, to the coaching. And I told her, you know what we're going to do now? I understand, maybe this is something you thought would be the natural process. But guess what? We'll keep that for later. Can you tell your tech guys to wait? We're not touching funnels and all those complicated things yet. Websites and all those, tell them to wait. You pay them, but just tell them to hold on. We have some work to do. And those works are more fundamental than the tech. The tech can wait for later when you're about to scale. But for now, let's fix the fundamentals. Now, the mistakes some people are making, some of you here listening to me may be making the same. You focus more on those embellishments outside. All the fancy websites, fancy funnels, the this, thinking those are the things that make people buy. I'm sorry to shatter this kind of thinking right now. Those are not what makes people buy. There are people who will not even bother to look at your website. Till date, the offers I sell are not on any, I don't have a sales page for them. My Maximize program to date, maybe I have a website. I've had a website since I started my business in 2016. In fact, Namecheap Dog sent me 8 years anniversary email, And the interesting thing is that even though I have a website, I don't use it to sell my signature programs. I don't. For some reason, I'm trying to prove a point to the kind of clients I'm working with who think that those are the things that make them sell. I'm trying to prove a point. It's not like those things are not important. They are, but at a certain time of your business, not at the fundamental level when you're trying to figure things out like your offer, your messaging, even how to nail your first clients, how to get people to start paying you premium consistently. Let the money that comes from your business fund all those websites, fund all those complicated funnels, because they cost money now. But some people put the cart before the horse, and that's the wrong process. They start doing all of that first, then they go and sell. Nobody buys. And then they're angry. And then they say the coach scammed them. No, you put the wrong things, you put them in the wrong order. The website, all of those tech can help you scale. Not at the point when you need fundamentals. Fix the fundamentals first, then scale later. You will build a house first before you furnish it. Yes. So those things are furnishings. Those things amplify the building, amplify the offer. If it's work, if you have a work offer, work messaging, the website, the funnels, all of them will help you amplify your work messaging, your work offer. So fix those things first so that the websites and all funnels and all the abracadabra will help you amplify them in the right way. I hope that shifted something for you. So these clients, when I reached out, after I told her to tell the guys to wait, we went to the drawing board and started fixing things up, cleaning up the whole, restructuring her business and stuff, setting up the right basic systems that could help her attract clients. Now, she started getting results. People started buying, people started paying. She hadn't even set up our website. This was me following up with her. And I asked her, I wanted to know where she's selling her offer. How are your clients paying for your offer? How much is it? And do they pay directly on seller? Yes. So I even tell them to look for a basic platform. Okay, seller is this, use it. Some people, I even tell them to use a PDF to sell their offer. Use a presentation slide, whatever, but use something simple for now. And they sell with those simple things. Because selling is what matters first, And she goes on to answer, I have currently 3 one-on-one clients, each at $5,000. This is not Naira or dollars. My clients are selling in $5,000. I don't have a sales page for this one. And then she goes on to say, and then I have 10 current clients in my group program, each at $550K. This is my client who thought she needed to embellish first before before selling. Till date, I don't think she has even gone to go and meet those. Maybe she has changed the offer and told them to do something else. Till date, she still hasn't set up these things. Maybe she certainly will in the future, obviously, because at some point you want to scale your business. By all means, you can bring those in. Yes, they are needed. But don't just use them at the wrong times when you have an unstable system going on. All right? Now, correcting client O, this is a new client, another client, sorry. We'll call her client O. Correcting her system got her signing up higher quality clients into her coaching program. When this client reached out to me, she thought her problem was messaging. She didn't realize that her system of attracting clients was wrong in the first place. And that's the power of when you sit with somebody that understands things from a different direction than you, because you are more focused on the art, on your craft. This person she is a fish farmer, and she helps people. She teaches people how to farm fish, or catfish farming, and what they call it. I don't know. But what concerns me is to help you. Whatever it is you do, bring it. I'll help you, because I don't need to know what you do. I'm not the expert. You are. My place is to put whatever you're doing in the right way so that your market finds you. That's my job. All right. So when this client reached out, she thought it was a messaging problem, but it was a system problem, how she was bringing them in. And we discovered something. They will come in, but they will not implement. So now her problem was not clients. They were coming in, but they were not. When I asked her, what's going on? Tell me some more. She tells me, Amber, when they come in, let's say 100%, about 95 don't implement. Only 5% implement. So because of that, she has no results to show. And we use testimonials to find more clients. She was not able to use testimonials. So by digging in deeper, we found out the problem. She was bringing people who were not qualified. So because of that, they will not implement. When I asked her, how much is it to set up a fish farm? As the expert that you are, let's talk about the basic cost. How much do you think on average somebody will use? She told me 250K. At that time, we're Nigeria now today, by that time, that was sometime, this was December, 5th December. The date is here, just almost a year from now. And she said 250K. And I asked her, these people that are coming in, can they afford 250K? We found out they cannot. That's why they are not implementing. They cannot afford to implement. They don't have the capacity to implement. They don't have the money to buy the water, the container, the filtering system, the chemical, all those things they used to use and do the fish farm. Why would they implement? But they paid for the offer, but they could not implement. So they are just, and not just that, many of them, because of the way she attracted them, clearly they just came to learn something new. Tomorrow, the same people that learned fish farming, they'll go and learn hair farming. They'll go and learn e-commerce. Next tomorrow, they'll go and learn cybersecurity. Next tomorrow, they'll say they'll go and learn government work. Because at that point of their life, they're still experimenting. Now, I needed to sit down with this client and restructure her business in a way that she had to up-level the clientele that came in and filter them before they come in. These are the processes we're talking about. These are the restructuring we're talking about. Filter the clients that were coming in so that she gets the right people in. And not just that. They are not just coming in. It's not just the money she's after. She's after their implementation because they need results. Not just for her testimonials, for even her fulfillment as a coach, to show that she impacted people's lives and they didn't just pay her and they go and they didn't get results. We coaches, we want results. Results is one of the biggest desires that we have. You can attest to that. You're a coach, you're a consultant, you're an expert. You like it when your clients get results. It gives you some joy. You just have this joy in you that, yes, it worked. So for these clients and all, we fixed all of that. And this was her testimonial to me. She goes on to tell me how she had over 176 people sign up. The right messaging was also able to help her filter people from the get-go. Only those who were capable to set up registered. Thank you for the reorientation and fixing my messaging. That's what her testimonial was. I've had instances like this. Another client of mine at the time, I had the same thing. She was an expert of over 20 years of experience in the furniture business, but she was not attracting. When they come and sign up, they will not implement. Why? They could not do the things that she was teaching them there to do. They were not qualified at that level. So she was bringing in a lot of people who could not implement. We need to shape things up so that she talks to the right people who can actually implement. Everything falls back to how you position, how you structure, how you put out your messaging to attract the right people. Now, if you neglect these things in your business, it will be difficult to attract premium clients. Many of the things I mentioned today, if you neglect them in your business, you will struggle with this thing. And I don't want you to struggle. So fix your system or you create a new system. It doesn't even have to be complex. I have a client I'm working with on my one-on-one. She's doing one-on-one coaching with me. I only sign up like only 2 one-on-one coaching clients per quarter for one-on-one coaching. And we've gotten to the point that we had to do a complete overhaul of her business, complete overhaul. If it comes to that point, then so be it. Because there's no point heading in a direction you know has no future. Do you understand? So when you fix this, it will help you win, even if you have never sold an offer before, even if you have little followers, even if you have low engagement, no email list, no website, all the things that people say you must have. I don't believe in all those things. Those things are not the prerequisites for winning, for selling. They're nice to have. They will help you, if you have followers, it will help you small. But the clients, many clients have talked about, they don't even have followers. They will maybe have 1,000 followers, some maybe 226, maybe one. They don't even, maybe I'm even the one with the highest number of followers, 23K that I've been stuck on for many years. Do you understand? Those are not the things, those are not prerequisites. Some people already, this is their fear, but I don't have this, but I don't have email lists. But many of people have talked about in these examples I give you, they don't have these things. I'm not saying these things are not important, but these are not the things that make you sell. These things just help you amplify what you're doing. They come in handy, but they are not the basics for selling. So you do this. Come up with a repeatable way to get in front of new people every day. Filter the people who come in right from your messaging and content. And then make your buying and onboarding process very easy. Simplify it. Nobody likes confusion. Nobody buys when they are confused. Simplify your process. Everything I've told you today, you can achieve on your own. But if you feel you may have a tough time putting it all together by yourself, and you want to avoid making expensive mistakes or having to go through a lot of trial and error or chasing your tail and confusion, looking for a needle in a haystack and being confused with your own self, get help. As much as possible, please do not be afraid to ask for help. Get help. Get help. For instance, maybe you need help with how to upgrade the offer that you currently sell, or how to set up the right systems that would work for your type of audience, or how to simplify the way you sell so that you attract the right clients, or what to say. You need help with what to say in your content so that you attract people who will pay you. Or you need help with, what will work in your business and what will not. What do you need to cut out? What do you need to stop doing? What do you need to continue doing? What should you improve on? What should you implement? What should you, eliminate? You need help. And some of these things, you know how it is now. You can't see the back of your head. You can't see some things. When you're driving, there's some blind spots you won't get. You don't see you didn't even know where that car came from. But if somebody was on the passenger side, maybe the person would have told you, hey, watch it. Sometimes you need somebody to watch out for you. You need somebody to help you tell you what is wrong. Get help. Get help. All right? Getting experienced help with this will cut out excess time of doing trial and error. Sometimes trial and error will just keep wasting more time. At the end of the day, you will still come back to where you started and wonder why you didn't take this help earlier. So get help. You don't even have the time. We don't have luxury of time. Time is the most limited resource we have. And like somebody said, time is that resource that we have that we don't know the balance. So what are we waiting for? You act now. You don't wait. You take action because you don't even know the rest, how much time you have. So why waste what you already can see, what you already have in your hand? The next quarter is almost here. Next thing we know, we are in 2025. And you ask yourself, my God, what just happened to my business? Where am I still? Next thing you know, you start being angry and you start beating yourself up. You can avoid that. You need direct access to somebody who has succeeded at what you are looking to achieve, so that you can collapse time. Let somebody who has been there before and has done it, so that the person can help you see what you may be missing out and help direct you right, so that you can get results. The access you will get from this person, or the help you get, will help you achieve this. So out of that confusion, A clear path to success, and not this confusion here. All right, not you being further confused. That's not what we want. That's not what I want for you. Getting help will take you here. You start attracting more premium clients to your offer. You start elevating your authority. You start achieving more by doing less. You start multiplying your revenue and scaling your business. You start achieving results for clients and making great impact. Instead of the opposite of that, which is selling offers no one is spending the next few months doing trial and error, being in the same position you were when others have gone ahead, far ahead, and then it now becomes hard for you to catch up, losing out on what you would have achieved if only you leveraged access, if only you got help. Help is just a step away, and I'm offering you an opportunity to access this help, access my expertise. You've seen my story. I've been here. I've been coaching for over 8 years. This is not correct. I can relate to what you've been through. I didn't hold anything back. You know my story. You know I've been there. You know I've scaled it. You've seen the clients I've showed you on my screen. You know this isn't fluff. You know I'm not fraud. You know I'm real. If for anything, I'm the realest person in front of you right now. And you know you don't want to do this on your own. You need a sounding board. You need Amber to sit down with you. Many of the things I've mentioned today may sound like blanket solution. Maybe your own situation is peculiar. Maybe your art, maybe the craft, the business you do, the clients you are going after, there's something about them you are not clear, you need help. And many of the things I've said, of course, I can't see your faces. This is just me talking to my screen, and you all are here in the comment section. Let us figure something out together. Let's get on a one-on-one together so that you don't do this on your own. Let's sit down together, access my help. Let's sit down together and help shift things. Because really, what would your business be like if I come into it and I change a couple of things? Think about it. Give you clarity, give you direction, step by step. Tell you clear steps. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Do this. List it out for you in a way that you follow through. Is that something you would want? Is that something you would want? Is that something you want? If you can imagine what your life and business would be like in the next 3 to 6 months before the year ends, where clients are now chasing you to pay you premium, to work with you instead of having to go after your competition, who may be even charging less. We want you to charge more and clients will come after you and pay you no matter what you're charging, because they know that you are the only person who can help them. You are the only solution for them. That's the power of what we're talking about here. Now, I'm going to make you an easy, no-brainer offer to get you started. All right, I've talked about a couple of my offers, but I'm going to give you an easy way to get your feet wet and start implementing and get the results you seek. Book a 2-hour one-on-one session with me. This session is usually 90 minutes, but I'll give it to you for 2 hours. Let's sit down together, you and I. Me, Amber, and Grace. Amber and Glory. Oh, Mrs. Gloria is here. See my people. See, let's sit down together. These are clients I've worked with, amazing people. All right. Book a 2-hour one-on-one session with me. Let's sit down together, analyze your offer, map out your premium solution and the ideal clients who will pay you. Map out a step-by-step customized action plan for you. And then not just that, you have access to me, DM access to me for the next 5 days after our session, where you can ask me anything. All right? And not just that, even our sessions will be recorded and the video will be sent to you. So you have a full opportunity to sit down with me one-on-one. I leave everything I'm doing. I sit down with you for 2 straight hours. We snowballed ideas together. Use me as your sounding board. I tell you what to do. I guide you, give you clear steps and direction on what to do going forward. The regular price for this, when I sell it out there to my audience, is $197. When we look at that in Naira, if you convert that in today's rate of about 1,006, thereabouts, you're looking at something going at 327K thereabouts. But that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to reduce this for you, okay? So you won't be paying that. You won't be paying that. Tonight, you're going to just be paying 165K. 165. I've slashed over 160K for you. 165K to book a 2-hour session with me. And your results will show. Once you implement the things I tell you to do, lead you, point out the mistakes you are doing, you go out there and take action. And these are going to be simple steps that you will be able to apply. Nothing ambiguous, something that you can relate with and understand the science behind it and apply it to your market and attract the clients you want. So book the session with me, 165K. I can only offer a few spots. All right, just DM me the word exclusive right now on Instagram or through WhatsApp. If you got the reminder to this session through WhatsApp, you can send me a message on WhatsApp. Just send me the word exclusive and I'll know you were here. That's our magic word. That's our secret word. If you send me that word exclusive, I will know you were here and you'll qualify for this 165K. So you'll be able to pay the fee at 165K instead of the usual wholesome fee if we convert it by dollar, by current dollar rate. All right. So send me the word exclusive on I Dare Not Dread, which is my handle on Instagram, or through that WhatsApp number that sent you a reminder to come to this session. All right. Once you do, I'll, of course, sit down with you over. Of course, you book a time on the scheduler, and then we'll sit down together and map out a clear direction and steps for you to follow to get the results you want. So send me the word exclusive and let's get started. You can send it right away and then you'll be given details to pay and we sign and we get started. We book a time, a date and time that is convenient for you. You'll be given the calendar, so you go check for a time and date that works for you, and then we'll meet on that day. Video call like this, we'll sit down and dissect your business together and give you clear direction and steps on what to do. Imagine what you can make happen in the next quarter. Just imagine. If after sitting with me, you now know exactly what to do to start attracting clients. Let's get you some quick wins, okay? Quick wins. 2 hours together, let's dissect it all. Send me the word exclusive right away and let's proceed. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? So this is the time when I go over to our comments and I see if I missed anything. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Did you find this really helpful? Did you find this really helpful? I like a lot of recaps going on in the comments. I love you guys for this. Thank you so much for recapping. Thank you. Wow, a lot of recaps going on here. Any questions? Feel free to drop a question in the comments. Port Harcourt Interior Girl says, please, I need help. If you need, send me the word exclusive, book a session, let's sit down together. Questions. Okay, Learning Solutions says, this session has been worthwhile. Thank you too. Grace Oladipo says, it was helpful. Thank you too. It was over helpful and the insights I've been looking for, and I can't wait to book my exclusive session with you. Precious, please do. I can't wait to meet with you. Let's make it work. All right. Any more questions? If you have a question, feel free to drop in the comments. I think we can take maybe just 2 minutes. If you have a question, unless everyone is clear, we're good. This is Gloria. It's good to have you here. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you. If we don't have any questions, then that means I can go. Okay, Utang Seller says, thank you for this value. Thank you too. It's so good to have done this. And I can't wait for the people who will be booking. Let's get this done. Let's sit together one-on-one. Okay, Grace says, at what point does your clarity session with your prospective clients become giving too much information? Am I sure I understand the question? At what point does your clarity session? I don't know what you do, Grace, so I can't really tell what you mean. I mean, there's no such thing as too much information, honestly. There's a difference also between information and transformation. Yes, you need to know that. There's a difference between information and transformation. And never be too afraid to give too much information. When I sit with clients, there's no such thing as too much information for me. In fact, even from my content, I give a lot of information. From this session, a lot of information. And from where it's coming, there's so much more. Like, can you ever exhaust what you have? Especially if what you are doing is highly transformational. You can't exhaust it. There's no such thing as too much information. You can't exhaust it. That's the truth. When I sit with clients, whatever question they have, ask it. I'll answer you there. There's no way I'm telling you, no, that one is hoarded for when you pay me. I don't think that is essential. I mean, I don't behave like that. I'm not one who sees things like, I think it's kind of like a scarcity mentality to be hoarding some certain things, because as long as if we book 2 hours, we're sitting down and we're making the most of it. You get? If it requires something that does not require information now, we need to get down into something that will even enter inside and get my feet dirty. Now we have moved it to a next level. Do you get? It now requires me getting my feet inside, you know. But if it's about brainstorming with somebody on a clarity, give the person the clarity the person needs. Every question, answer it. Yes. So there's no such thing as too much, okay? Okay. Oh, Idu Christiana says with 2 hours be too much. You want to sleep in my house? 2 hours, don't worry, it's enough. It's because another thing is data. Even the clients I work with who have come for strategy sessions with me, outside I say 90 minutes. When we come in, no matter what we are talking about, no matter the questions I'm answering, 2 hours, we're done. It's based on my data. It's based on my data. Some don't even reach 2 hours. Like the testimonial I have on my page, the lady I said just came and bought after snooping around a few videos, just came 20 minutes into the session. 20 minutes. We didn't get to 2 hours. The testimonial is pinned on my page. 20 minutes into the session. 20 minutes. So it is not a matter of time. We can sit down there 2 years. If you don't get answers, you will not get answers. Me, I know what to look out for that will get us out of there in no time. We didn't come there to sleep there now. Sometimes you think it's about you must learn the whole world. I'm not there to give you the whole world. I'm not God. I can't give you the whole world. I'm there to just help you based on my expertise, pick out the fault so that you don't need to go around chasing. We don't need to start doing digging and surfacing. My experience makes me already know what is wrong. Like a doctor will sit with you. You do not need to do surgery and uproot your legs and your hand and say, we have found the problem. The doctor just knows what to look out for. Tell him the certain symptoms. He knows to tell you this is what is wrong with you. That is what we do. Because of my expertise, I can sit down with you, and even before that 2 hours is done, you have what you need. That's the truth. So don't worry, it's not about length of time, eh? It's not about that. All right, so go ahead and book and let's get started. All right, so I think that's it. Thank you everyone for joining me tonight. I really appreciate you being here. And for everyone booking a session, I can't wait to get on with it with you, and let's make the most of this and help you get the results that you seek. All right. Grace says, do I charge clarity session first before they choose what services they need from you? I don't know about that. See, Grace, I don't know what you do now. These questions are vague for me. Or did you already mention what you do? I can't remember. Maybe in the beginning, maybe I didn't see it. I can't remember. Do I charge clarity session before they choose what services they need? So, if it's a clarity session, that means the person is coming in to get clear on what. Do you understand? It's different if, now, maybe you're asking this because you feel people will come to you and then you start asking them what's wrong. But you should be outside there already determining or telling people, being transparent about who you help and what should be wrong with them and how you help them. So you know their problem and you are outside there already being very explicit about what their problem is and how you come in with a solution. So the clarity session is not supposed to be for them to come and you say what? You say, no, clarity should be done already outside. So they come in ready to pay and get the clarity done. The same way many of you here, you don't need to come to that session with me to come and ask me, you say you will do what with me, Amber? You say what? I've already stated out clearly what we are going to do together. All you don't need to do now is come to that clarity session, pay now, then come into the clarity session and we have it together. Do you understand? So get the clarity out first on what needs to be done. So that when you get into the session, it's more like brainstorming and real strategy and clearance. Not about, you say what services, no. Be very clear. Maybe what some people do is that they hide their offers. Don't do that. Be very, very transparent. I don't know, I'm about transparency. What is your offer? Put it out there. Let people know how much it is. What are you holding it for? What are they holding you for? If they come into the session and they need to decide on and they need you to brainstorm with them to help them select the best next solution, fine. But all of this is me talking vaguely because I don't even know what you do, Grace, okay? All right, so she says, I am an event host. Event host, you should have your clear packages on the outside. I mean, you don't want clients to start feeling that, if this one comes, this is what you will charge. This one comes, it will make you look, you should have clear rates. You should have clear rates. You should have a brochure where you've written out what your cost is, what you charge per per grade, grade level. Maybe government institutions this, maybe corporate companies that. I mean, there should be a way. Now, everything I'm saying is just off the top of my head. I, if we want to sit down together, let's sit down together and understand properly what you do as an event host. Let me know what you're currently doing to attract the people you're trying to serve. Let me point out exactly what you're missing, and let me even help you structure it better. All right. So I hope what's, even if it was kind of vague, because I don't quite get the full picture. And then you wrote here you're a juicepreneur. Which one is it, Grace? So we have to sit down together, book a session with me. Let's do this. All right. It do says you, because you talked about sessions for 3 months. No, 3 months are proper coaching. What I'm offering you today is strategy session. Okay, 3 months are coaching when I get my feet dirty. So I leave what I'm doing and I come into your business. That one is different. The strategy session is for me to clear your head and give you step-by-step direction you will implement. Coaching is when I talk about the long-term offers. All right, those ones cost more, obviously, because it's now long-term coaching, and I hold your hand. Now it's like I'm back coming. Oh yeah, enter my business. That one is different. We're now collaborating. But on this other end is a strategy session. I'm going to tell you exactly what to implement. You still have access to me 5 days after that. You can always ask me any questions you have. All right. Grace is laughing. It's true that just no events. Which one is it, Auntie? Please help us so that we help you. Come and book a session. Let's sit down and meet. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. I want you to go sleep. Have a wonderful evening. We've had a good one tonight, and I'm glad you all got value. For everyone sending exclusive, God bless you. I know we're going to have a phenomenal session together. Feel free to enter this brain and take it all out. I'm willing to give. All right. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye.